Tiffany Henyard, aka the City Girl Mayor, is back in the news for all of the wrong reasons. And of course, she made history in Dolton, Illinois. She's the first female African-American mayor at her age, one of the first female African-American mayors in that part of the country. And we had a whole lot of expectations from her in the black community in this Chicago suburb. However, greed and corruption and self-aggrandizing behavior always gets in the way. And one of the things that we notice about Tiffany Henyard, and it's something that I'm noticing about a lot of people in her age group, they do whatever they feel like doing. And of course, nobody can tell them nothing. That's the situation that happened with Monique Owens over in Michigan. And this is the same thing going on with Tiffany Henyard in Dolton, Illinois. It's either her way or the highway. And if you don't like it, you can just F off. But we've heard about Tiffany Henyard's inability to submit records of her spending. This is what the Dolton trustees have been complaining about. They've been saying, listen, the lady is spending money, yet we haven't received the records. Let's play that clip.
One comment on the financials, and I don't know how I neglected to do this. All the way until last month, we were receiving monthly financial reports. This month, we did not receive a monthly financial report the way that we traditionally would. When we talk about the deficit, last fiscal year through May, the deficit was $2.5 million in our operating account. This year through the report we got, which was September 30th, I pulled that up as you were speaking. So from May through September, there was an additional $4.2 million of deficit. So you couple those two together, the deficit is growing and it's approaching $7 million. And I will share that financial report. We have not received anything this month. And my concern, and sometimes you kind of joke your way through some of the pain because it really is painful. But we speak how in different meetings, Trustee Belcher would bring a lease or an invoice, and then the retaliation on the next month is we don't get access to the accounting system. Here, we talk month after month about our deficit and what it is, and now we're not receiving the financial information, and as if it's a punishment to the Board of Trustees. And I again keep encouraging, put it on the website where it belongs. It's not it is a detriment in terms of our ability to do our job, and sometimes calling this information out, that's what we're left with if we try to work with the administration and they refuse to give regular information. Like, this is not even hard. It's almost like asking your name. Why you need to know my name? It's way too hard, and that's what we're faced with sometimes. But Clerk, he had a comment.
And whatever they said about Tiffany Henyard, her response is, well, you guys are lying. You're not telling the truth. You're not telling the people the truth. You're being deceptive. Okay, because she wants people to believe that the Dolton trustees have it out for her. They are just haters. She even said something to the point of, I grew here, they flew here. In other words, I'm real as real can get, and they don't really appreciate you like me, right? This is what they say. But let me just kind of go back and forth with this because it's important. Now she has a charity that she hasn't filed money or income for in the same way that she doesn't with the spending of the city of Dolton. Now, these are people in the federal government saying the same thing. Let's play this news clip.
WGN Investigates has learned a suburban politician's charity has attracted the attention of the Illinois Attorney General after failing to file financial documents. We've reported on Tiffany Henyard before. She holds two elected positions, Dolton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor. She also prides herself on raising money for cancer patients.
But as investigative reporter Ben Bradley reports, she's now facing penalties for not reporting how she spent the money.
Tiffany Henyard collected $287,000 back in 2022 from her two elected positions. That's the same year she founded a charity in her name, a charity that has received considerable tax dollars but hasn't filed basic records with the Illinois Attorney General or the IRS that would show how cancer patients have actually benefited.
I want people to know that I'm caring.
Tiffany Henyard told me in November she cares. Apparently so much so, it's also the name of her charity.
Check it out.
The Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation posts videos highlighting walks and other events that prominently feature the politician proudly promoting her cancer charity.
I just want people to know that, hey, Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation is here. We will help anybody in need.
She certainly may help some, but Henyard's charity has failed to file required financial statements showing income and expenses. WGN Investigates obtained this letter from December in which the Illinois Attorney General threatened civil penalties are imposed against persons who do not register with this office as required.
Now, again, that particular, organization that she has is called what? She Cares. And I want to push back at that because I don't think it's She Cares. I think it's She Cares about herself. And the most untalented people use others to care about themselves. They can't create enough value for people to do business with them or to do stuff like that. They can't do it. So when they can't do it, what they start to do is they start doing everything else. They want to get everybody else to fund their stuff. And this is what she's doing now. And I hate to say this, and people are going to get upset. I'm sorry, but I'm seeing this with a lot of young black people in the government, and this includes young sisters, where they feel like they can do whatever the hell they want to do, and can't nobody touch them. I'm seeing that more coming from young women than from young men. And this sort of attitude is what is going to get a lot of people humbled. It's going to get a lot of people in a bad situation because unfortunately you can't do whatever you want to do. You can't do that. You can't do whatever you want to do. This is life, all right? If anybody is dumb enough to believe you can do whatever you want to do in life, you are indeed silly. You are indeed dumb. You deserve whatever you get and the pain that's going to come behind it. You got to follow the rules, okay? And Tiffany Henyard doesn't do that. She basically does whatever she wants. She talks down to people. And again, this is what I'm talking about. When it comes to black women, and black women want to see other sisters get into places of leadership, and I get that. You want to be represented. You want to be represented by people that look like you, right? But this is what I'm going to talk to you about. The people that I see getting disrespected the most are black women themselves. Black women get disrespected the most by other black women who are in positions of leadership when it comes to Tiffany Henyard or Monique Owens. That's who gets the brunt of the disrespect. I'm gonna tell you why, because a lot of black men, we know that if we are in leadership, we're not gonna be out talking bad to old ladies or other women. It's not respectful, okay? But these women don't have no fear. They'll talk down to a woman. They'll be the ones that fire women. They'll do everything to disrespect their own sisters. And I'm telling you, it is sad, man. It is completely sad. And again, this lady, man, they need to get her out of there. And, like I said, this lady just keeps on doing more stupid stuff, more silly stuff. It's happening more and more each day. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate it for all you do. Share the bell. We're out.